Okay, welcome back guys. So in this tutorial I'll help you understand how to use Selenium, Beautiful Soup, CSV, etc. to build a program in Python so that you are able to get your results from your university website without actually going in there and checking for it. For example, if you want to create in this tutorial I'll be showing how to create a CSV file, but there are other options which you can use Google to search for. So let's get started. So I'm gonna say code, I'll call it webscraper.py. There it is. And we'll have to import Selenium, and we'll have to import WebDriver from Selenium. And what WebDriver is, it is a framework that permits you to execute cross-browser tests, my bad. This tool is used for automating web-based application testing to verify that it performs as expected. Selenium web browser allows you to choose a programming language of your choice. Basically there's Python, Java, etc. And we'll be using Python, of course. So before that, we'll install Selenium. I've already installed, but this is how you install it. Selenium. This is already installed for me, but just install it. And you also have to install Beautiful Soup. So if we install Beautiful Soup, this Beautiful Soup. My bad, it should be Beautiful Soup 4, not Beautiful Soup. As you can see, there's Beautiful Soup and Beautiful Soup 4, and we are using Beautiful Soup 4. So I already installed it, so that's done. Now let's get into coding. So I'll just say from Selenium import our WebDriver, and we'll also have to download our Chrome based driver for this, which we'll get into later. And we'll also import our Beautiful Soup. So from bs4 import Beautiful Soup. And now let's just import our CSV. This is what we are going to use to create our CSV files. Now we have to download our WebDriver for Chrome. I'm using Chrome, so of course Chrome. Chrome, just Google search it. The first link, current release, and I'm using Mac, so of course use Mac. Download it. I've already downloaded this, so just download it. Now we will try to open a browser. Just leave 2 lines. So we'll say browser is equal to WebDriver dot. We are gonna say which browser we are using. So it's Chrome. So WebDriver.chrome, and we have to specify the path under which our Chrome driver is located. So for me it's under download. So user slash my username downloads and the file name, just Chrome driver, and we'll see if it works. So I'll just say browser dot get. I'll just open Google, so I'll say https google.com, save it, run it, python 3 webscrap.py. It says cannot import Beautiful Soup. My mistake, it should be capital B. Run it again. It's from PS4 import, and this should be capital S. My bad. Okay, now it should work. As you can see, an automated Chrome browser has been opened and it was redirected to Google. And I'll close it. Close it here also. Now I'm going to use my university website, and that is this one. So let's copy this link, paste it here. So now we have a university link. Now what we are going to do is we are going to enter our username and password and click login button. For that, I'll just inspect my username's input field, and you can see I'm able to get my username input field's ID, which I'm going to copy. And what we are trying to do is basically telling the web driver that go to this ID and enter the details which we are given. Now how to go to that ID is I'm gonna give it a variable, so I'll say username is equal to browser. Now how we are gonna find is, since we are using ID, we just have to type find element. We're trying to find the element, and by its ID. So by ID, I'll just give it ID, paste it. There we have it. And just if you want to enter our details in it, you just have to type username, send keys, basically is sending our characters, and I'll just type in a random variable, save it. I'll do the same for password also. Say password is equal to browser dot find element by ID. Now we just have to get the password's ID, so just inspect it. This is how you do it, and it's login password. Paste it, save it, and I'll send some random text for this also. So it's password dot send keys, and I'll say some random text, save it, and before that I'll import something called get pass, which is actually a built-in library in Python itself, and this is used to get password from our input field. This is done so that the password is not visible to others when you're typing. And I'll just create a variable called pwd password, and I'll say get pass, and I'll pass in pwd, and I'll just show you how it works. Save it, and I'll run it. Now it's asking for our password, so I'll enter 1 2 3 4 5 characters, but you're not able to see it since it's a password, and I'll enter it. Now when the Chrome browser open, you'll be able to see 5 characters in our password field. There it is, 1 2 3 4 5. So that's done, and I'll close it. We don't want that hanging around. Right, so now PW is done. Now what we want to do is I'll just give it my correct details. We don't want this to have an error, right? Now what we want to do is click enter, basically submit it, press the login button. That's what we want to do it. So we just have to check the login button's ID, and that we got it. Now what we have to do is we'll say login is equal to browser dot find element by ID. We'll just give our login button's ID. Now we just have to click enter, right? So for that we have to import something called keys from Selenium WebDriver common keys. Basically what this does is we are getting keys of our keyboard. Basically if you type keys dot shift button is being pressed. So if you type keys dot enter button is being pressed. So you just have to type from Selenium dot WebDriver dot common dot keys, import our keys. So import keys, space, and we just have to say type login dot send keys, and we just have to type keys dot enter. This will press the enter button virtually. Now let's just type it. It's asking for my password. I will give my correct password this time. Now let's just check it out. And we are logged in. So that's done, right? I don't think. Wait, I'll close this also. Now we were able to log in to our account. Now there's something called, we just have to sorry, now we just have to find the page we want to go to. So for me it is results, and I'll just log in here and show to you. So, and close it. I'm supposed to go here to results, and there's this thing called semester, and I'm gonna supposed to select a semester and click search. So I'll just, and we will be able to get our details. Now what we are going to do is, first we are going to click results. So for that I'm going to say result is equal to, this time I'm going to find, I'm going to find by the link and its text. As you can see, result is only here in this entire page. Only this is the place where result is. So I'm going to say find element by link text. Basically it will find the link whose text is result. So say browser dot find element by link text, and now say result. Now this will click our result, and we just have to say result dot click. This will select our result, and if we say result dot click, to click it. And before also, in login.send keys.enter, we can also type login.click. That also should work. We will just try that out. I prefer enter method, but for the sake of curiosity, we'll just check that out. And I'll run it. It's asking me for my password. I'll just type enter it in. Now just see if it works. It is. Yep, it works. So either you use login send keys.enter or login.click. Both will work, and I'll suggest using a click if so that you don't have to import keys unnecessarily. But this was for the sake of showing you guys that this could be done like this too. Now, as I mentioned above, now we have to select our semester. For that, we'll just see what this semester's ID is, and it seems the ID is semester grade. Let's search for semester ID, but since a big ID, we'll just use the name. I don't think the name is going to given to any other form present here. My bad. So I'll just say semester is equal to semester browser, my bad, browser dot find element by its name. So find element by name, save it, and I'll pass in our semester dot send keys. So I'll pass in our key. So I'll say sem, and we'll get our sem from here. Sem is equal to input and semester. So now we are able to send in our semester variables. So if it is S3, S3, S5, S5, etc. Now last thing is to search. So inspect it. That is search button. The name is search. We'll use ID. We don't want to get confused. So I just have to say search. is equal to browser dot find element by id, enter your id, and we just have to say search dot click. It should work. If not, you can always just say search dot send keys dot enter. Now we'll be able to get our results page, and from that page, so from that page we should get the page source. Why we are getting page sources? Beautiful Soup uses this source code to find our desired values. So to get the source code, I'll just say result source is equal to browser dot page source. That's it. Now you will get your source code. Right. If you want, I'll print this out for you guys. So I'll say print result page. Result source. Save it. Just run it. This time it will ask for my password again, and semester 2 if I'm not wrong. Asking for my semester. So I'll just say S3, enter. I'll just minimize this because I don't want my credentials or my details to be shown to you guys. But right now in this screen, okay, there was some problem. My bad. Name. Save it. Enter it. Retype my password. Enter my semester. So we were logged in. I think, yep, we have our results. There it is, the entire page source code. Now I'll just show it to you guys. Now what we want is this table. This is what our data is being stored. This is what we want. We want this to be stored in a CSV file. So what we'll be doing is, my bad, let's open it again. So what we want is the ID of this place. So I'll just say inspect and get its ID. So we have it under let's check it again. Nah, here it is. Not sidebar, our content. Inside our container fluid, inside our row, we just have to find our desired ID. We don't want the entire thing, so it's tab. Okay, here it is. We want our table. So we will what we are gonna do now is get our table. For that, we are gonna pass in our result source to Beautiful Soup. So I'll just say soup is equal to, soup is just a short form, you can give anything you want, and I'll just say result source and what type of parser you want. And I'm going to use LXML because it supports it based on the parser of libxml2, and it is a very powerful API for parsing XML and HTML. So I'll be using LXML. I'll just have to say LXML, save it, and now I'll find my table. So I'll just say res is equal to, you can give it anything you want. I'm going to say res. So soup dot find, since there's only one table in that place, I'll just set one table. If there are many tables, you have to find it according to the class name, but since we are just finding the table, then there's only one of it, which I have to find it by find table. And if I say print res, we'll be able to get our table, And if you want to see it, just so S4. So I'm pretty sure this time our table will be shown. There it is. We got our table, and it has everything that we need. Now we want the headers. Since we are saving it in a CSV file, we want the headers to be written first. So first we're going to open our CSV file. So CSV file is equal to open, and we are going to give it as file name. So I'll give it the file name as same as the SAM, and we have to say .csv since it's a CSV file, and I'm going to open it with the function of write. We just have to write our CSV file. So CSV writer is equal to csv.writer. This is an function in the CSV module, and we just have to mention which file we want to write. So CSV file. Now all you have to type is csv writer dot what you want to write. So it's going to be rows. It's going to be write row and headers. So csv writer dot write row, and we want our headers to be saved. So we have to first get our headers. So I'll just say headers is equal to, we'll just figure out what our headers looks like. There it is. Th head, it should be somewhere here. There it is. These are headers. So it's under th head, under tr, then td. So we'll take it by td. So I'll say td.text. Since we want the text of the header, if we just type td, we'll get the entire thing including the width, etc. We don't want that. We just want the text of it. So you just say td.text for td in rest.select. This will select based on th head, tr, and td. Now I just have to type in our headers, save it. I'll run it for you guys again. This time a CSV file should have been created with the name S3. So just check it out. It should come under here. There it is, RS3. And if you open it in our, I'll just open the Finder. So if you open our CSV file, I'm using numbers since I'm in Mac, but for you guys it might be Excel or something like that. And as you can see, we have our headers: host name, code, grade, credits, and month. The same as here: host name, code, grade, credits, and month. Now we just want this part, and what we are going to do is, we can see it comes under td. So and there are many of it. There are actually 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 rows. We want all the 10 rows to be written. Now how we are going to do that is, we're going to find everything that comes under td. Before, the rows that came under head won't be included because it comes under head, under tr, under td. But this time we are only checking for td. I mean tr. I'm sorry, my bad. So you can see it's under tr and it closes tr, so it's under tr, not td. So you want all td under tr. So for result, in soup.find all, I'm going to say all elements that start with tr, and we're just going to write csv writer dot write row, and we are going to have to take everything from our date, score, subject, etc. And how we do that is, we take the text of the td for every td in result.select td. that's it, and we just have to close it. CSV file dot, and that should work. We'll just check it. My bad. Enter my password for semester 3 or semester 5. So this time also it should happen. We got our semester 5, and this table should be created in our file. So what's our finder? Our finder. Open the finder. Open it up, and there it is, the exact same result. So we were able to get those results and save it in our CSV file, and that's it, guys. So basically we were able to get our result, desired results from the page without actually doing anything, without actually going through all those steps of clicking, copying, pasting, etc. Everything was done by Python itself, and I will just make this a little more beautiful by entering the username also. So it should be user is equal to enter our username, so it should be input, and username, and it should be in uppercase for me. For you guys it depends. For me it should be in all uppercase, and I'll just pass it here. User, save it, check it out. And the username, so it's going to be mtl17. This is my username. It's asking me for password, my semester which I want. So that should work. Yep, worked. Okay, so that's it, guys. We were able to complete our program successfully, and there's nothing else. So if you really like the video, and if you want more content like this using Python, if you really liked it, press the like button, and if you want more content, press the subscribe button. So if you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.